The catchphrase is broken! Woohoo! Okay, so that was fun. Anyway, welcome to vlog number 33. And on to business. I was kind of at a loss of what to talk about in this vlog today because I've pretty much covered everything that I can think of to cover, and I really don't want to be repeating myself. And being that the case, I have decided to do this vlog on something that has been plaguing even me for quite a long time, and that's jealousy. Now, I think a transgender person can get jealous, extremely jealous even at times, and I myself am really bad about that. I get jealous a whole lot. And I never really noticed until I went over to Australia and kind of talked things out with Tamsin, and she actually helped me to see that, yeah, I'm kind of a jealous person. And it's so easy to have it happen. I mean, there's so much I can be jealous of, and as we all know, sometimes jealousy, as Yoda can say, can lead to anger. And I think we all know that anger is not a good thing. And I get jealous really easy from almost every GG that I see. And if you don't know, GG means genetic girl, genuine girl, whatever. Just not a transgender girl. But anyway. Because seeing as no matter what I do, no matter what happens to me in my life, I'm never actually going to get to grow up as a female, as they all have. And I get jealous of that. And if I see a girl with like a really, really awesome figure, or a beautiful face, or like an angelic voice, I get jealous of that. I mean, just as an example, I used to hear these girls and their voice was just so awesome, and I'm just like, gosh, I wish I could just tear out their voice box and throw it in my throat and have that voice, but that would be messy and it's not really possible anyway, and I'm not really that violent of a person. Not usually. Anyway. But it's bound to happen since I'll never get some of those things. I'll never get a really nice figure. Because let's face it, I mean, my body is just not designed to have an hourglass figure. It's just not going to happen. No transgender girl is going to get it unless you have that procedure that I heard of where they actually remove the bottom two ribs of your rib cage. That tends to taper the waist. Anyway, that's pretty invasive, and I'm not even sure it's legal because it can really screw up your body. So, oh yeah, whatever. But I get jealous of other things too. Like my sister, for example. Everybody around here is just willing to bend over backwards at a moment's notice to, you know, help her out with anything she could ever need if she ever leaves that freaking prick that she's married to. And then there's me. I did not choose to be transsexual. I don't want to be transsexual, but no one's willing to lift a finger to help me out in that arena. And then there's my cousin, I guess my parents, after they found out that one of their child's transgendered and the other's married to an abusive husband, decided, hey, they failed with both of their kids, so why not adopt somebody? Unofficially, anyway. So they kind of unofficially adopted my cousin. And they used to drive all over the state, and this is a pretty big state, but they used to drive all over the state to go to her B grade basketball games, B League or B or whatever the heck it is. So it's like really small and not really even noticed. But they used to drive all over for that, and I had to take one to a tournament that was right here in our hometown once, and they weren't there for it. So yeah, when we had the break in between sparring matches, I just got to stand there and had no one to actually give me any pointers as to what I was doing wrong. So as a result, I got my ass kicked, but still, if they had been there, maybe that wouldn't have happened. So yeah, that really hurt. And when my cousin was going to go into pharmacy, the College of Pharmacy at the university here, one of the toughest colleges to get into, I might add, they were like, oh yeah, she'll do it, she's smart enough, and she's got drive and ambition, and you know, she's got the personality, she'll do it, and blah 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 blah, on and on and on about how great she is. When I wanted to go into electrical engineering when I started college, they were all like, oh no, you're not smart enough, and you're not good enough in math, and you're not driven enough, and when things start going wrong, you just give up and fail. You're going to fail, and if you go out for that, then we're not going to pay for anything that you want to do. And I'm just like, oh, well, gee. Last I knew, parents were supposed to try and build up, you know, their child's self-esteem. This is kind of a new one to me. But boy, what a confidence killer. And people with high metabolism too, I get jealous of them because I would love to be able to eat whatever I want, whenever I want, and as much of whatever I want. And not have to worry about gaining weight. But, you know, most people who have high metabolism say it's crap and you don't want it. And yeah, right, I would love to have that in my DNA. Thank you very much. But I suppose when you look at it, there's a lot of things that people can be jealous of. Even a GG can be jealous of some of the things that I mentioned. I'm sure a lot of GGs are jealous of high metabolism people. And you can be jealous of other things too, like money or location, maybe position at a job, possessions, if you have like a really cool car, or if you're like, you got really skilled in something like a sport. Maybe you're really good at basketball. Someone wants to be good at basketball and they're not. Whatever. It just seems like there's so much simple things that people take for granted that transgender people are really jealous of. And it just, you know, I suppose it's not uncommon though, but I just can't get past the fact that my parents never supported me in anything. Even a little bit would have gone a long way. After all, like I said, it was my sister's choice. She chose to marry that piece of trash she's married to, and that abuses her. She chose that. She didn't have to marry him. She didn't have to marry anyone. But I did not choose to be transgender. That kind of chose me. And yet, they want to help her out and not me. And if they really, really want to see someone have a complete 180 in attitude and be completely happy and really appreciate the help, I'm the one that they should be helping. Because I'm the one that's going to appreciate it and actually do something with it. But oh well, I have support now, and that's all that matters. That support may be, you know, 10,000 miles away at this particular point in time, but that doesn't matter because it's still there, I'm still getting it, and it's not going to be 10,000 miles away for very much longer. Anyway, that's about all I have to say right now. I will see everybody later, but probably not next week, considering my dad's going to be home next week, and when that happens, I'm usually commandeered to help with all the numerous projects that he has going on. Mowing the lawn, taking down some dead trees, tiling the utility room, finishing off the den, which got recarpeted, and yeah. So, I'm probably not going to be here next week, but rest assured I will be back. So, before I start rambling and sounding like an idiot, I'm just going to end things right here and say see you all later. Bye-bye.